What's good, Virgo gang? Welcome to my channel, Conjuring Queendom Tarot. I am here with your very first monthly. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm super excited to be doing this, especially during the astrological new year, falling in line with all of the newness, everything, springing and being new. I'm so hype about that and starting my channel at this time. I've already shuffled and pulled cards for us just because I'm trying to kind of gauge, since this is kind of my first round out, trying to gauge, timing, what feels good. Please feel free again in the comments below to let me know if you want to go deeper, if you want longer readings, or if this is perfect. Feel free to give me feedback, let me know. Please keep it respectful. I do have a fire Mercury that I am not afraid to use. With that said, let's jump right in. We did an elemental spread. That means that we've got a spirit card. Yours flew out of the deck. We also have a card for every element: earth, air, water, and fire. I'm not gonna lie, your spread it's a lot. Y'all are busy. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead and just get right into it. We'll start with your spirit message, which came out as Two of Swords. As you can see in the card, there is the moon in the background, the water in the background. She's got her two swords and her legs crossed, arms crossed, eyes covered. This lets me know, Virgo, I personally know a Virgo, a few Virgos. My best friend is a Virgo, one of my best friends, and this is very much so her energy, you know what I mean? She is guarded, she does not trust it, she really has to feel it for herself in order for her to be like, yeah, okay. This lets me know with that crescent moon in the back, this is kind of telling me, there are kind of some things going on that you're maybe uncertain of. There might be some things going on in your life that seem a little hazy. You might not be able to fully see things, especially there's not a lot of illumination right now in the space that you're in, which is okay. This is a time that Spirit is asking you to truly trust your judgment. Truly look inward, close your eyes to the outside world, and really get in tune with what it is you want, what it is you actually feel. There is no sense in trying to, take in so much information from everywhere if you don't really resonate with it or you don't have a place to put it spiritually. You know what I mean? That said, you cannot hold this position forever. You are going to get tired of holding these two swords. Pick one. Okay, you've got two swords. Pick one and use it accordingly. You know what I mean? You don't have to have two and try to figure out how to juggle two truths. If somebody's telling you something and communicating one thing to you, but intuitively you feel something else, go with the one that is like, all right, no, I trust what I got going on because my physical eyes are shut so that my third eye can be open and I can see what's really going down. You are an earth sign. You are all about, being able to tap in, being able to really vibrate with what's going on in the physical around you. Use that to your advantage. Virgos are also very smart. I've never really met an unintelligent Virgo. I just haven't. You know what I mean? You guys are very insightful and very wise. You also will try to play yourself out of that position, so don't do that right now. Trust what you are vibrating with. Trust what resonates with you and leave everything else the hell alone. You don't have to always consider 2 points. You can just pick one and go with it, and that can be fine. That's fine. With the water in the background, that tells me a lot of this too could be your emotional body kind of going through some things. You're not really sure of how you feel about things, which is okay. Spirit wants you to be in a place where it's kind of like, I don't really know how I feel about this, about that, about myself, about where I'm at. That's okay right now. Okay, sometimes being unsure is the best way, is the straight line to becoming sure. So just trust that. Just allow Spirit to kind of leave you in this darker place of confusion and allow you to learn how to protect yourself intuitively, okay? In the earth element, we're going to start there since that's what your sign is all about. You've got the devil. Relax. This card, you know, is very representative of all the things that chain us and bind us. This is drugs, sex, alcohol, money, whatever it is, you know, negative shit that kind of traps you. Attachments that you have, even to loved ones who you wouldn't assume, you know, hey, this is an attachment. You know, sometimes people who, you know, present as the best thing for us are the exact attachments that we're meant to kind of create a boundary or distance from and with. The Devil card also, if you look at the people, they're facing, you know, him, and they're chained to each other by the neck. This tells me that there might be a relationship that you might be in that kind of feels obligated, but there's not a relationship of love. It tells me that you know, you might be doing things that you're really ready to break free of. If you drink a lot, let it go. You know, try to get help the best way that you can. If you know, are a smoker, I talked about in my Taurus video, Spirit recently has asked me to stop smoking weed in order to become better in tune with my emotional body. It doesn't have to be permanent, but it does have to be an attachment that is removed so that I am not controlled or, you know, put into a position that I'm essentially out of control over. You know what I mean? Addiction is real, y'all. That can be, again, substance abuse, sexual addictions. This could be, you know, if you got a problem with porn, if you got a problem with whatever. And again, if it's just a measure of like you have no boundaries, like you are attached to all kinds of shit, that is not a way to live. You are literally chained by the neck. You know what I mean? There's a reason why they say, you know, it could even be, you know, money. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason they say materialism is slavery. Don't get caught up, you know, out here trying to keep up with the Joneses, buying this and this and this and that for status. That's a fucking attachment that will break your bank, ruin your generational wealth, ruin your self-confidence every time, you know, some new shit comes on the scene and you're like, oh, you know what I mean? Don't get yourself so caught up in that the devil has so much access to you via your attachments. The less that you are attached to, the less the devil is able to penetrate you, okay? The devil is a lie. This card lets me know that there also are some things that you might have, that you might be attached to as far as, you know, lies people tell you, lies you tell yourself that really keep you in the space that you're in because it feels good. Be ready to grow. Break the chains you need to break, okay? Because if you don't, you've got the Tower. This is in the space of water. You can see these people done fell. She is impaled. The Tower is on fire. There is lightning and all of these things that happen when you do not let shit go that you need to let go. In your emotional space, it might feel like you just have a lot going on that you can't control. Again, you're not meant to control a lot of the things going on. This is a card that basically is saying you didn't do it by yourself, so Saturn is going to come in and help and do it for you, okay? This card hurts. This card, when I pull this card, you know, it's breakups. It's, you know, losses of friendships. It's losses of jobs. It's, you know, really sudden change that is most of the time unwanted, but the most needed. Especially in your emotional space right now. Again, you're probably going through a lot of unwanted shit, but needed shit. Let it happen. Okay, Virgo? Just let it happen so that, again, you're not chained to materialism or the title of a thing, right? This crown up here is representative, you know, of your crown. It's letting me know that, you know, being perceived in a certain way is keeping you chained to shit you no longer resonate with, which in the end ultimately makes you a fraud, okay? You don't have to be afraid of this card, but you do need to prepare for this card in an emotional space, in your spiritual space, your physical space. Really get in tune with the fact that shit is about to change. Do not panic. Prepare, okay? I know Virgos and y'all be the first one to panic though, okay? As an earth sign, y'all like, oh, no, I'm out. That's okay. But just understand, there is a time and a place to panic. This is not it. This is a time to prepare and get yourself ready to do the right thing and to break these bonds and these chains. When I go to the air, what I love about this is that if you look at these two cards, they're damn near identical, except for true love, right? Love of self, self-love, true love between partners does not require a chain. They're not even touching each other. And yet they are still the lovers, okay? This card, they're facing an angel. This is an angel of grace. This is an angel of love, forgiveness, tolerance, mercy, right? It doesn't require chains. It doesn't require attachment. It doesn't require you to text and talk every day. It doesn't require constant sexual contact. It doesn't require, a lot of even like physical connection, right? It just requires love. That is the highest frequency. That is the highest vibration. That is all the requirement is, and it's all that's on your mind. When it comes to what you're thinking about, you are really thinking about love. The lovers is also representative of two choices, of options, right? What decision do I make? This falls directly in line with this here. What decision do I make? How do I do this? Where do I go? Again, use your intuition. Once you break these chains, and some of these chains are broken for you, you will have a better understanding of your self-love. You will have a better understanding of how to love other people. You will have a better understanding of what love actually is. Sometimes love is fucking ugly. It's not kisses and rainbows and fucking bae and vacations and Instagram posts. It's not that. Love is, again, it's forgiveness, it's tolerance, it's mercy. It's like, damn, we've been doing this shit for years. You stress me out. I love you. Still. Okay? It's about love of self. You stress me out, and I can no longer do that. No matter how much I love you, I have to love me more in order to stay in my alignment, in order to be the truest, most authentic version of myself that you fell in love with in the first place. Okay? We've got the last card out. 3 of Swords. This lets me know there probably will be some heartbreak. There probably will be, if it isn't coming in, you might have already experienced it. You might be afraid to death of it, which is why you're not willing to break those chains, which is why you're trying to close your eyes to how you feel, which is why you're like, holy shit, everything is changing. Me and my girl broke up. I gotta move, or, whatever. There's a lot going on in this card. One of the things that I like to tell people when they experience the 3 of Swords, write down everything. Because one day it's not going to hurt this bad, and you will be called on to use what you've learned from this heartbreak to help the next person. Make sure that you're journaling. Make sure that you're able to express yourself in a healthy way. Give yourself the opportunity to grieve the way that you need to, so that you don't have this black tar coming from your heart that prevents you from loving. Okay, because this is a cycle, right? You get your heart broken, so you're like, fuck it, I'm about to go out and drink, I'm about to go get wild, I'm about to go have some crazy ass sex. Then you find out your whole life's about to fall apart, okay, which brings you right back to who do you love, and why, and how, and is it you, and are you doing it genuinely, okay? All of this going on, Virgo, you got a lot of intense energy. You got 3 majors on the board. All of these majors are these energies can very much so be felt in the physical. These aren't let me go meditate now. No, this is happening, right? This is in the physical. This is going on right now. You can see it, you can touch it, you can smell it, you can feel it all up in you, okay? Make sure you're taking care of yourself. With this heartbreak, this 2 of Swords, and if you look, you got the 2 and the 3, okay? This is something that it's in order. What I mean by that is when something is in order, it's not because I didn't shuffle the deck. It's because it's meant to happen that way. You are meant to kind of go through a period of darkness, a period of having to use your third eye, and then you are meant to go through this heartbreak so that then you will go to the 4, meditate, rest, take the time needed to recover, okay? Go through your conflicts, go through, that 5 of Swords so that you can get clear about what was conflicting, what wasn't working, what communications were trash that, wasn't serving you, so that then you can go on to the 6 and move the hell on, okay? You are in order. It might not feel that way right now, Virgo, but with everything falling down around you, it's meant to. Allow shit to fall apart that needs to fall apart so that you can use the bricks from the debris to build a better position, okay? The Tower, that crown, it didn't make you who you were, okay? I tell people all the time, especially in the workspace, having a title doesn't mean shit, okay? There are managers who don't know how to manage shit, and there are, people who are absolute royalty, absolute leaders who are not in a position of management, but who absolutely manage everything and everyone around them because of their presence, okay? Don't get so caught up on a title, on the material, on the looks, on the status of a thing. Let shit fall apart so you really have a clear vision of like, okay, well, now I have space to build. Okay, Virgo? Don't sleep on yourself and your intelligence. Y'all are smart. Y'all are so smart, okay? And this is why Creator has put the blinders on to remind you who the fuck you are. Okay, so don't sit here for too long and contemplate and try to choose and all that. Get clear about what it is you need to cut out of your life, the chains you need to break, the attachments that you have that need to go. Get clear about your preparations for how shit around you could possibly fall apart once you start actually moving with alignment. Then get ready for, if you have to make a decision in love, in life, get ready to do that. If it's love and you're happy to, if you're thinking about love and you're ready to invite that in, not only do you need to journal about your heartbreak, but you need to make a list of all the things you want in a partner. And then you need to go over that list twice and make sure you didn't forget anything. Because I see so many women who are like, he got to have money, he got to be this, she got to be that. I want my person to be like this and like that. But they forgot, do they have a sense of humor? Are they tolerant of others? Are they gracious in moments where you're not at your best? Are they good with children? Are they going to help you to create a generation or, a lineage that is royalty? Are you going to leave a legacy with this person? Don't just be tapping into what they have to offer in the physical, okay? Does this person have a spiritual relationship with themselves and with our Creator? You know what I mean? These things are important. And then, again, if you are recovering from a heartbreak, journal. Try to get to understand yourself better through this. How do you process heartbreak? How do you help others after the heartbreak has healed a little bit? Okay, and then please try to remember, there are 3 swords here. There's one directly in the middle. That one sword in the middle is you. Okay? A lot of times we get our heart broken because we're not paying attention. Because we close our eyes to shit that we see and we ignore signs and we're like, Understand that you also hurt your own heart by ignoring things, signs, by letting shit slide that you knew better than to let slide. Okay, Virgo? You have a heavy ass spread. Please take care of yourself during this time. If you're feeling depressed, if you're going through a space where, you need to check in on your mental health, on your spiritual health, please do not resist reaching out. Go find an elder, a healer, a reader, a friend, a cohort, whoever that you trust to kind of help build you up during this time so that you can make decisions from a place of authenticity. Okay? Find that person who knows you for who you are, good, bad, and different, and can help you navigate, if I'm being honest, yeah, you drink a lot. If I'm being honest, yeah, this or that. And if I'm being honest, yeah, you knew he was a fuckboy and you still was doing it. You knew she was trash and you still was doing it. You know what I mean? Find people to keep you accountable, but who will also do it with compassion, who will also love on you during this time, okay? Virgo, again, tap in. Let me know, did you like the reading? You know, do you want to go a little bit more in depth? Do you want them to be longer? Let me know in the comments below. Have a very happy astrological new year. I will definitely try to post the video for the collective. So tap in with me then for the astrological new year. And until next month, Virgo gang, keep it groovy. I love you all, and I will see you next time.